Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Darren isn't able to remember much when he wakes up at Dylan and Lucas' new house following his drunken antics at the party. Once he returns home, he's in Nancy and Frankie's bad books. Darren apologizes to Frankie, but she insists that he has much more to be sorry for as he slept with Kat last night. Darren immediately denies this, insisting that they merely passed out after he was sick and drank too much. Meanwhile, Rex comes to collect his bag of money from Dylan and announces that it's missing after the party. Dylan is shocked to learn that Rex's boss works in drugs, so he panics as he tries to help find the cash. Later, Rex returns with a cut to his face and Dylan assumes that his boss caused the injury. Rex plays along with this, claiming that Dylan needs to save him by stealing from the hutch. Elsewhere, Lucas officially starts work in the kitchen at the hutch. Steve promises to get Lucas the laptop that he wants if he does a good job. Also today, Arlo threatens Ro into doing his homework. Arlo continues to taunt Ro, who finally retaliates and a fight breaks out. Oscar, who has arrived with homework for Ro, inadvertently gets caught up in the clash. There are major consequences as Oscar ends up injured on the floor and Diane walks in. Hollyoaks is about to be rocked by a scandalous accusation that could tear apart one of its most beloved couples. Darren Osborne finds himself at the center of a shocking cheating scandal, leaving Nancy devastated and the village divided. But did Darren really betray her? Or is someone out to destroy their marriage for good? A perfect marriage on the brink. For months, Darren and Nancy have been stronger than ever. After everything they've been through, affairs, breakups, heartbreak, they finally seem happy. Nancy has been throwing herself into work, climbing the ranks at Hollyoaks High, while Darren has been juggling family life and running the dog. It hasn't been easy, but they've made it work. Until now. Because someone is about to drop a bombshell that will turn Nancy's world upside down. The whisper that starts it all. It starts with a harmless rumor, or at least, that's what it seems like. At the loft, Sienna Blake and Grace Black overhear a conversation between two mysterious women in the VIP section. They're gossiping about a married man who's been sneaking around with someone he definitely shouldn't be. "I swear, I saw them together last night," one of them says. "Poor wife," the other replies. "Imagine thinking you've got the perfect marriage only to find out your husband's a liar." Sienna and Grace exchange a knowing glance. Hollyoaks isn't exactly short on cheaters, but something about this conversation feels too close to home. When one name is finally mentioned, Sienna almost chokes on her drink. Darren Osborne. Nancy's worst nightmare. The next morning, Sienna, never one to keep juicy gossip to herself, drops the bombshell on Nancy. "I'm not saying it's true," Sienna smirks, but word around the village is that Darren's been having a little fun on the side. Nancy laughs it off at first. "Darren? Are you joking? He barely has time to take the bins out, let alone have an affair." But then Sienna leans in. "So, where was he last night then?" Nancy freezes, because the truth is, she doesn't know. Darren had come home late, said he was helping a mate, and then jumped straight in the shower before collapsing into bed. She hadn't thought much of it at the time. But now her stomach twists. The evidence begins to mount. The more Nancy starts looking, the more the pieces don't add up. Darren's been disappearing a lot more lately, always with a vague excuse. She finds a receipt for a hotel bar in his pocket, a place they've never been together. When she checks his phone, she sees a string of missed calls from an unknown number. Nancy tries to ignore it, but the doubt starts eating away at her. And then the worst happens. A devastating photo surfaces. Mercedes McQueen, never one to miss a scandal, pulls Nancy aside at the dog. "You need to see this," she says, holding up her phone. Nancy's heart pounds as she takes the phone. It's a photo. Darren, sitting at a bar, with another woman. Their heads are close together, their hands almost touching, their expressions intimate. Nancy feels sick. Confrontation at the dog. That night, Darren walks through the door, smiling like nothing is wrong. Nancy is waiting for him, photo in hand. Care to explain this? She asks, throwing the phone on the table. Darren pales. He stares at the screen, then at Nancy, guilt written all over his face. It's not what it looks like, he says quickly. Nancy lets out a bitter laugh. Oh really? Because it looks a hell of a lot like you're having an affair. Darren swallows hard. I swear, Nance, I haven't cheated on you. But Nancy isn't convinced. I stood by you through everything, Darren. Through your gambling, through your lies, through your affairs. I thought you changed. Darren reaches for her, but she steps back. Tell me the truth, Darren, because if you don't, we're done. The truth comes out. But is it too late? Darren takes a deep breath. I was meeting her, because she's from my past. Nancy's eyes narrow. What does that mean? Darren hesitates. Her name is Jess. We used to be together. Before you, before everything. Nancy crosses her arms. And now you just happen to be seeing her in secret. Darren runs a hand through his hair. She's in trouble, Nance. She reached out to me because she's in danger. And I couldn't just ignore her. Nancy wants to believe him. But the lies, the secrecy, it's too much. Why didn't you just tell me? She whispers. Darren sighs. Because I knew you'd react like this. Nancy shakes her head. No, Darren, you didn't tell me because you knew it was wrong. A marriage in crisis. With trust shattered, Nancy makes a heartbreaking decision. She needs space. I love you, Darren, but I can't do this anymore. Darren watches in horror as Nancy packs a bag. Nance, please. But she's already walking out the door. What happens next? Is Darren telling the whole truth? Or is he hiding something even bigger? Who is Jess, really? And why did she come back now? Can Darren and Nancy survive another betrayal? One thing is for sure, Hollyoaks is about to get even more explosive. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Hollyoaks Update YouTube channel for more update news.